Hey, welcome to my net zero home. I'm going to start first. Here is my plug-in electric car. Charges after 7 p.m. so that the electricity costs me less. And if I really want to go on long road trips up north or where there's no chargers, it can switch to gas. The charger, which I can control everything. And then over to the side over here, so there is the solar inverter that takes the sun's energy and converts it to electricity that feeds into the grid. And then this is the ultra cold heat pump that actually works down to minus 30 degrees. It's part of these projects too. Windows and doors, very important. So all the windows we got put in are triple pane argon gas in between them, and the doors are the same. So insulated metal doors with triple pane windows, so lets lots of light in and uses less electricity to light the home. Very typical Toronto house, narrow and long. And you can see in here again from all of the windows, over time, all of the light bulbs got converted to LEDs, so use less electricity. We also use a lot of smart features in the home so that when we come and go or we're not in rooms, things like the TV and the electronics turn off at a certain time of the day so that there's not leakage of electricity slowly through. And so we really try to reduce the amount of electricity we use so that the solar panels give me a bigger bang for my buck and produce more of the electricity. We did things like convert our natural gas and old appliances to induction, energy efficient venting outside to control the airflow and the air quality in the house too, since it's sealed a lot better. And you can see the back door as well. So more light, but also triple pane and insulated door. So no more drafts coming in from outside. And then just a peek outside, you can see something that you may not think of when you think of a net zero home is a hot tub, but actually the hot tub is very well insulated around the outside. The cover is insulated. And when they calculated how many solar panels I needed, there is enough electricity produced to actually keep this running all year round. So a nice bonus, and shows that just because you go green doesn't mean you have to give up some of the kind of luxuries that people like in their homes. The backyard, when I moved in, it was all paved. So we planted a lot of trees, and then there's a French drain back there as well. So rather than running water going off into the street, it actually is absorbed back into the water table. And all of the garden lighting and everything out here as well is all LED and timed or sensors so that it comes on and off as we use it rather than just being on all the time. Okay, and we'll go downstairs. Basement's not very sexy, but it's where the workings of a lot of the things in the home are. So you can see here, this is the air exchanger that's actually linked to the heat pump outside. So other than just blowing the air around, there is a supplemental heat source in here. So I'm kind of the type of person that buys insurance. The burner inside only comes on if really, really gets cold, and so hopefully you never have to use it, but it's there as a supplement to the heat pump. And then I actually converted from a on-demand natural gas hot water burner to this heat pump hot water tank. So you see it's much larger than the other on-demand was, but the top section here is a heat pump that takes heat that's already in my house and uses it to heat my hot water. Uses significantly, I think it's like 85% less electricity than a standard electric hot water tank does, and it's larger because it's insulated really well, so that it really, I only hear it come on maybe once a day, typically in the morning, after we've had our morning showers. You can see down here too, a lot of the ducting and the ceiling. There were lots of ducts in this house that were actually not connected to anything, so we had the ducts sealed. We had all the walls insulated down here on the inside as well as on the outside. And a lot of that was tied into projects to water seal the home anyway, that in a 100-year-old house you kind of have to do. So we built those environmental things into the project as we moved along. And the floor has insulation, so there's less dampness from the floor as well. And I think one of the biggest costs, and you can't really see, but behind here is my electricity panel. one of the larger projects on this is whether you have enough electricity capacity in your home. So getting an electrician to come in and connecting higher capable amount of infrastructure to bring it all in, because it does fill it up. Luckily, my house before I moved in was 3 apartments, so it had that capacity, so I didn't have to add a lot to it. But it is often one of the larger jobs for people that are doing these renovations. The other thing, and I know it sounds weird that the internet, but you'll see we have the mesh Wi-Fi system. So there's a hub on each floor in order to effectively and consistently keep all of the smart devices going in the house as they should. It gives more even Wi-Fi, and it makes it work more consistently. So an important part of the backbone of some of these auto features that are here.